What is going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Adam with Adam Finance, obviously. If you guys are clicking on this video, you're kind of interested in how I've been given offers from these different companies, and that's kind of just based off my resume and kind of what I choose to put on there and what I choose not to put on there. So in this video, I'm going to kind of just move my face over to the side and I'm kind of just going to walk through my resume. If you guys are interested, please stay tuned. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more fun content. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments below. But with that, let's get the video started. Okay, so basically right here, you'll see I have listed out my Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering. So basically what you want to put on there first is what your degree is going to be, like what your degree is. If a company can't know what your degree is, they're not going to want to hire you right off the bat. Your GPA, it's going to be optional. If you wanted to, you could put like XX GPA right here. However, GPA is kind of optional, especially if you have experience down below. Next thing I put where I went to school. So obviously I went to Arizona State University. That's kind of something that you want to highlight because companies are actually going to be hiring you based off of where you obviously went to school. A lot of companies care about where you went to school. They think it's some schools are better than the others. Next thing I put under that, are my certifications. Like right here, you'll see Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt and Green Belt certified 2021. So I got both those certifications. I'm going to toss those right down below my education to show that I do have accreditation towards what I'm actually learning in school. Next thing I'm going to put below that, my college involvements include Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, IISc Club. I'm a part of that, and the Artificial Intelligence Club. I'm going to put those right down below. Next thing I'm going to put right below that are my awards that I've received. These awards can be kind of anything you really want, as long as you have proof to show that you have. So I received Dean's List 2018 to 2021. Prudential Community Service Award, basically meaning I did 100 plus hours of community service. So I kind of think this shows that I'm not just a student person, but I'm also I'm kind of a person who's well-rounded and kind of does other things besides just school. Next thing I would put is the technical skills, kind of the programming languages that I've kind of had experience with or have more proficiency with are going to be right here: Java, C, Excel, MATLAB, SolidWorks, kind of just programs and softwares that I can learn pretty fast if needed on the job. Related coursework kind of just proves that I've done those classes. So you see I've got programming, finance, statistics, probability, just shows that I have further knowledge in that subject. Next thing under there, I'll put these in green actually. I'll put the I'll put the titles in green right here so that we can kind of just stay with that. So experience, education, titles, technical skills, kind of the things you're going to want to be on top of your resume. And then under this, under experience, I like to put kind of in chronological order what comes first, and then kind of go from there. So my last experience was an area manager where I was an industrial engineer intern for Amazon. You guys heard a lot about that. You guys like when I talk about that. Basically, on your resume, you want to focus on what you did and the key results. The key results are kind of what is going to drive the recruiter to say, I remember this guy or this girl, and they stood out to me. They did a 20% increase, saved $100,000, whatever. But you guys can see right here, I'll click it right here, that I did save and generate 600. Oops, that's not a good color to choose. I did save and generate $654,000 in revenue. I conducted data analysis with 50 plus employees. Rather than just saying employees, I put a number to there. And obviously, what I'm doing in class, optimize. Manage and optimize 5S safety standards. So that's kind of something else that you're going to want to kind of be focused on. The next thing that I have is my IISc presidency. I'm no longer the president, so you guys can see right here. That's when it ended, November 2021. Include those end dates. Make sure you don't just say president for all of them. It's going to look a little weird. But again, with that kind of same subject, I do have right here over 180% of members. Like this kind of line right here, I guess this conference part, I could probably take that out, and like this part right here, industry workshops, it's kind of not really relevant to like the results of what I'm doing. Another internship experience that I had was a data analyst for Propeller Aero. So honestly, in this kind of, I don't really talk about my key metrics here. I do talk about lead generation and search engine optimization, kind of two big things that companies look for nowadays. I definitely could revamp this section right here, like data engineering and located potential clients. I could kind of like form that in a way of how many clients did I find, what kind of data engineering and research did I do for the company that benefited them, and how did that benefit them, what I was doing. American Legal Net right here. You see I have different social media platforms, more SEO. My next experience is something that I'm still kind of working on, not really like in the main focus right now, but it's a startup that I'm involved in, Volpus Vehicle Management, where I was the mechanical engineer for it, doing product design. So you're kind of just going through what you're doing in the company, how it's benefiting them. Let's see, another big one that I have right here is Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. So although this is not necessarily an internship, this is a volunteer experience. So I do have that right there. Shows that I'm also very active outside of school. We got money, how many volunteers, how many attendees, kind of just showing those key results, those key metrics. Another experience that I do have that I think a lot of recruiters actually in a lot of my interviews have said they really love to see is right here, my Colorado 4x4 rescue and recovery experience. Again, sticking with the same format, we got over 50 people. I served as lead right here, over 10 volunteers per team, and another lead right here. Another thing I do have is my own videography company. I am the founder of that, so I put that there. Again, 10 employees, process high video footage, kind of post editing, kind of just shows that I'm able to multitask and kind of go back from what I was doing before and put it together into a nice organized video. The next category after your experience tab, I would put your relevant projects. I think this is very important. I could have put all of this information that was right here. I could have put all of that under Area Manager, but I decided to save that for here, kind of discuss the project, kind of get recruiters thinking like, oh my god, he did a project, let's hear a little bit more about that, let's let him elaborate on that. And also another one I have the Center for Initiatives in Jewish Education, where I designed a 3D printed dog wheelchair. Again, stay with the same concept, talk about 3D printing, that's a skill. 500 plus competitors, I finished runner-up, so second place out of 500, pretty solid. Designing cost-effective and efficient wheelchair, and then recognized throughout Los Angeles for this achievement. So, kind of these things that you're looking for on a resume. You definitely want to have the green in bold, and right here, obviously, you're always going to want to make sure you have your name at the top, where you're living, your phone number, email, and then a link to your LinkedIn right there. That's going to help recruiters kind of be able to identify you. If you fill out some information wrong, it's kind of a way for them to be like, oh, I know who this person is, I can go click their LinkedIn, I can reach out to them for an interview, etc. So let's put the screen recording away and let's jump back up top. So basically your resume is kind of your way to encompass kind of what you're doing, what you've done before, and like what you're looking for out of your next job. It kind of is a one-page document to show like recruiters that you have the ability to learn. You've obviously gotten your education, or you're currently pursuing your education. You've had previous work experience, or you're looking for work experience. So you really want to fit as much information as you can on that one page. Going over one page is sometimes okay, depending on kind of what your experience is. However, stick to one page. You can shrink the font down. On mine, I think it was about a size 9 font, so play around with that. Don't forget your education, your experience, kind of project, if you have projects. There's kind of like these formats you want to follow. You kind of always want to put those kind of information, that kind of information on a resume. If you don't have it, you're going to kind of not be standing out as some other candidates would. By following what I've given you guys right here, this template and kind of the way I've shaped my resume and all the experiences that I've had in the projects, they've helped me get all these internship offers. So I'm not saying that you guys should copy this format, I'm not saying you guys should kind of have this kind of experience. However, it has helped me drastically kind of get these internship offers, and eventually they'll hopefully be full-time offers where I can start applying to these companies again and seeing what I have in store after college. If you guys have any questions regarding resumes, internships, interview advice, kind of just anything I've talked about on my channel or just industrial engineering in general, make sure to leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys and girls, just to kind of see what exactly you guys want to see on this channel. I'm happy to make those videos, happy to make any engineering videos and related content. So with that, drop a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.